We finally got to the point where I'm gonna walk you through on how to read a fucking book. So you better take a lot of notes and do exactly what I'm gonna ask you to do, okay? And by the way, up to this point, if you do everything that I've been walking you through on the previous videos, you are like halfway there, okay? And I know probably you have a lot of notes in front of you, and maybe you're asking, hey Jorge, do I really need to ask all of these questions? Do I really need to take a few minutes for me to be ready and approach, the way of learning or going through the video this way before opening the fucking book? Yes, okay, yes. And I know it's not easy because this is something new that you have to go through, but that's the way that I went through myself, So I know it's not easy, but you need to go through this process, not this week, not just, for the next probably few weeks. No, probably for the next 3, 4, 5 months for you to really be a badass and how to go through new information, for you to accelerate the process of learning. And that can be through the video, through the book, through some text, through some research, audio. But you need to do the exercises. You have to. So yes, you better apply everything that I've been walking you through up to this point. And if you do, that means that you are halfway there and how to read a book. And I know it's not easy, but you have to get to the point where you have to go through this process in autopilot. The right way. Yes, going on this process in autopilot, but the right way. Okay, like me, like before going through a video, a book, or some research, I don't have notes and, okay, this is exactly what I need to do, the questions that I need. No, because I already went through that process myself and I conditioned myself to go through that process. Okay, it's like when you are learning, right, and driving a car. At first, your mind is completely focused, aware of everything and what's going on, okay? But then a few months pass by and you're a badass. Now you are driving, but you're probably thinking something else, but you are a badass and driving. But it didn't take a few days, right? It took a few weeks, a few months for you to get to that point. You're going in autopilot driving. It's the same. You have to get to that point when you're going through new information, accelerate the process in autopilot the right way because you went through that process and doing it right and conditioning your mind, okay? So yes, do that. Go through those questions, through those exercises. If not, what's the point? Okay? Now, before I walk you through this process really well, and that's going to be in the second video, the next video, I need to tell you one thing, okay? You need to be aware and exactly what I'm going to tell you right now, okay? So let me walk you through one thing first, and then the second part. So first, we need to talk about chunking. We need to talk about chunking. And what this is, okay? It's like a process. And up to this point that everything it's about pictures, right? Everything is about a story. Everything is about visualizing yourself, and the process based on what you are learning, right? So it's all about pictures, visualizing an image, put some emotion into it. And that's chunking. Once you go through a text, it's all about chunking, okay? And probably at this point, I still don't get it, and that's fine. But I'm gonna go over this in the next video, and now it's gonna make sense. But chunking right now, just connect it, make some connections or related to, okay, chunking, that means images, pictures, right? A story, okay, just that, okay, by now. Now, the second part that I need to talk about in this video is something that you've been doing for the past, 10, 20, 30, 40 years, okay? And that's something that up to this point, I've been doing this, the process of learning how to learn, for about almost 3 years, okay? And I'm aware, okay, on how I approach this process. And sometimes, even when I know, I still go back to my old habits, but because I know better, I stop myself and I'm aware that I'm doing it. So I'm like, no, Jorge, you know better. Come on, don't do this. You know how to do this. Come on, let's go. Okay, so it's the same for you. It's not gonna be easy, okay? And it's gonna require for you to be completely aware at first. because I've been through it, okay? And it's gonna get to the point that you're gonna go back to the old habits, okay? So, and that, well, let me tell you something first, okay? You grab a book, right? And let's say that I'm gonna read this book to you. Let's say that we're in a class. Hey, Jorge, can you read chapter 3, page whatever, right? So I'm like, okay, let me open the book. So let me go, I don't know, let's go here. Okay. This is something I really think about. So it's nice that I'm writing this book and give you a lot of information and for you to have more opportunities. But now let me tell you this. You see, so I was reading the book, right? So now probably they're like, okay, now on your own. And that's when we do that biggest mistake. That once we go and read the book, right? Even if it's not loud, right here, we're still pronouncing each word on our mind. And that's completely wrong. Completely wrong. You need to completely get rid of that habit. Completely get rid of that habit. You know, people that accelerate the process, so the people that are like, you know, accelerate the process of reading, they don't do that. Okay, they don't do that. And that's something that it's called sub-vocalization. So, once again, it's all about doing chunking. And I'm going to walk you through this process on chunking. Not sub-vocalization. You don't do that. Get rid of that fucking habit, okay? And it's gonna take probably months for you to be out there. But that's fine because, you know, you've been doing this for the past 10, 20, 30 years. So that's a habit that you really have. That's a habit that I still have, okay? And sometimes, yeah, it gets to the point where I'm, you know, going through the book or some PDF, and my mind is pronouncing the words. And I'm like, no. You know better, Jorge, come on. And then I go back and doing it the right way. But I'm aware, okay? So this is something that you're gonna, from now on, once you grab the book, go through a text, now you know better, okay? And your mind is gonna try to go back to the old habit. I'm pronouncing every word on your mind, and this is called sub-vocalization. But you need to completely get rid of it, okay? So now you know better. Don't do that. And probably, okay, Jorge, so what's the best way for me to read the book? And that's exactly what I'm gonna walk you through on the next video. And I'm gonna give you some exercises, okay? And I'm gonna talk about the exercises that you need to go through on the next video, that you need to download, and that you need to go through them, you know, in the next few weeks. So this is it. This is right now what I'm gonna give you, okay? So yes, in the next video, finally, yes, I know, I'm gonna walk you through the process and how I go on reading a book, okay? So I'm gonna talk to you on the next video.